So David Benavidez has a fight coming up on Tank's undercard versus Frank Martin, and he's sparring with Andre Dirrell. Now, of course, David Benavidez is set to move up to 175, and so he's in preparation, and he's in the middle of camp. And Andre Dirrell, in my opinion, is a very talented fighter who I feel like caught a raw deal going all the way back to the Super Six. On Boxing Bros, I made a video about it. And I feel like I thought he did enough to beat Carl Froch in Nottingham, but he didn't get the decision. And then in the Super Six, when he fought Arthur Abraham, he was on the ground, and Arthur Abraham caught him with a hook. And from that, and he seemed to be off his equilibrium psychologically. He was crying in the ring, and he seemed disgruntled. So he caught a raw deal in his career. And then also years later, he would be fighting Jose Uzcategui, and Uzcategui caught him after the bell and knocked him out. And that's when his uncle, Boy the Great, his uncle, then trainer Boy the Great, hopped in the ring and landed the perfect hook on Uzcategui, which got him banned from the fight. So Andre Dirrell is someone who's caught a raw deal. Also, if you know the history, you know that David Benavidez became champion by beating Andre Dirrell's brother, Anthony Dirrell, at 168 and taking his title. So now he's sparring Andre Dirrell in preparation for his fight. And I think Andre Dirrell is a phenomenal fighter. I always thought he was a phenomenal fighter. And he's a very talented, skilled fighter. Now, the issue would be his chin. And I don't know how much of that relates to the punch he took when he was on the ground from Arthur Abraham. But his punch resistance is questionable. But for sparring with his skill set, his physical attributes, and his ability, he's a very good sparring partner because he's a very talented fighter. So we're going to take a look at the sparring footage, and then I'll give my take on what I see. So here's what Andre Dirrell had to say.
I've been waiting for that for so long. Mexican monster. He's up there with the amazing shit. Promise y'all he just up this game. This boy is fast, explosive, fast that power, precise, and he got a game on mentality. I give you nothing. I need you to give me nothing. Yeah, don't take my shit. So, he don't go as far as he wants. As long as he keep doing what he's doing. Easy one. Better go another round. Come on.
Yo, beautiful sparring, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, Benavidez looks good. If you know how good Andre Dirrell is, like to see him being able to hang speed wise and to land that many clean punches on Dirrell, like I'm sure Andre Dirrell isn't the Dirrell he used to be, but he's still very talented, very athletic. And from seeing him in that ring, he still looks to be in very good shape. I wonder if he's still active, if he's going to even try to get a fight. I mean, apparently he's going to try to make one more shot at it because he looks like he's in really great condition. Andre Dirrell's one fighter I still can't believe. I'm shocked. I thought he would be one of the guys we're talking about as winning multiple titles in different weight classes, and I still don't believe that he's won an official world title in any weight class, and I'm still shocked by that. So, but yeah, to see that sparring session, I think that Benavidez looked sharp. I think that Benavidez is a very good fighter, and I take nothing away from Benavidez. I think that if he keeps continuing to do what he's doing, just moving forward with his career and taking really good fights, tough fights, and winning, he will establish his own legacy without needing Canelo. And I understand that the people who like Benavidez and the people who are fans of Benavidez, they want to see Canelo fight him, and they're hoping that Canelo can pass the torch to him. And that I say, you may be moving a little too fast because there's no guarantee, one, that he would beat Canelo, and two, that would be nice, but Canelo can pick and choose who he wants to fight at this point. That's what happens when you become a superstar and you become the A side. David Benavidez is doing what he needs to do to make himself an A side, to make himself an attraction. All David Benavidez needs to do is keep winning. He just had a great performance against Demetrius Andrade. Unfortunately, that fight was on pay-per-view and it didn't really sell well. So I don't know how many people actually got to see it, which to me is the downside of putting a fight like that on pay-per-view too soon. Because imagine if Benavidez versus Demetrius Andrade was just on regular Showtime, right? They probably would have gotten close to 1 million views, maybe even broke 1 million views, and then a million people, close to 1 million people would have saw the performance he put on against Andrade, and that would have given him more value for his next fight. Now we're talking about probably under 200,000 people who actually saw the fight. A lot of people probably saw the clips on social media. So, I mean, that helps, but there's nothing better than actually watching it live and actually seeing it and actually getting to know the fighter's story and getting close to the fighter and bonding with the fighters. Because if you remember, that was the card where his brother Jose fought Jamal Charlo, and then he fought Demetrius Andrade, and they talked about their relationship as brothers, growing up as fighting brothers with their dad as a trainer. It was a dope piece, but only like 60,000 people saw it live. And when people watched the replay of him knocking out Demetrius Andrade on social media, they're not seeing that story. So they're not getting that connection with Benavidez. And I think that hurts his marketability. So I think Benavidez is a really good, talented fighter. I think there's some big fights out there for him that he can win and he can make a name for himself. Like if he gets this dub, that'll be dope. If he goes back down to 168, he can beat David Morrell. That'll be a good fight. And just keep doing what you can. I mean, the WBC at some point is going to have to enforce Canelo's mandatory. And if they don't, to stop paying fees for them. But at this point in time, I'll be honest with you, David Benavidez looked sharp. He looked really good based on what I've seen. Again, it was a clip. But I can tell that they went at it. You can just look at Dirrell's face, and you can just tell by the spectators watching. They were like, "Yeah, that was dope. That was really good sparring right there." So that's my take on that. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. If you've been watching for a while, you might as well subscribe. If not, it doesn't matter. The fact that you watched the video is enough. I'm out. Peace.